So Sean Strickland has called out the UFC, the White House, and Israel. I'm not YouTube. I'm not saying I am, but Sean Strickland did. So what we're going to be doing is breaking down this whole situation, why Sean Strickland is banned from this event, his reaction to it, his video reacting to it. I was going to make a prediction video for the Muhammad vs. Bond Firm card. Then I realized I just have over 500 subscribers. Who gives a shit about my predictions? So we're going drama content again, baby, because this is more interesting. And, you know, it's not the best UFC event this weekend. I'll make instant reaction. Make sure you guys subscribe if you want to see that. But let's talk about this Israel and Sean Strickland situation. Or, whoops, UFC and Sean Strickland situation. And see if the UFC is in the right for this. Or are they in the wrong for banning Sean Strickland from the White House card? But Sean Strickland's going all in here, folks. He is not holding back anything. And before I'll get into the video of his response to being banned to the event, I'm going to have to give some context of what he's been saying for the past week before he got this call. Because even though I do believe in free speech, and I don't agree with what he's saying, YouTube allegedly, for the people watching at home. Whoops. Oh, God, I'm going to get in so much trouble for this video. Let me just move on. Sean Strickland said some things. He's been going all in on this whole situation, and now he's kind of surprised that he's not allowed in the White House card. I'm just going to let these tweets speak for themselves that I'm throwing onto the screen while I'm yapping, because I know who YouTube is kind of associated with in a way. You know what I mean? And I don't want to get in trouble for saying these things. So this is just journalism, YouTube. I'm just reporting what he said, but he's been criticizing Donald Trump and his ties to foreign governments and, you know, the files and those type of things. He's been saying all those type of things in the past 6 days before he got this call. So that is probably the reason why, but we'll get to if that's valid to ban him in a second. I'm sure that you guys remember Ariel Helwani called out Sean Strickland for randomly being friendly with Khamzat Chimaev after they shared the octagon with each other for 5 rounds. He had such a problem with them squashing the beef because what Sean Strickland said, and we all kind of know it was most likely because what Sean Strickland said in the post-fight thing about APAC. I'm not saying anything about it, YouTube. It was Sean Strickland's joke that said that. I'm just reporting on it, YouTube. So, in a shock twist, Ariel Helwani disagrees with Sean Strickland. In a series of events, guys, Ariel Helwani happens to disagree with Sean Strickland's sentiments about Israel and the United States. But that's okay, YouTube. I'm not saying my opinion on the matter. I'm reporting on it. So Sean Strickland hasn't backed down whatsoever. And he has said another thing about APAC. I've thrown it on the screen right here again. And, you know, on one hand, we'll get to the video of his reaction to getting banned and everything, you know. But he was kind of asking for it, I feel like. Because, yes, freedom of speech and all these type of things, you are more than likely to, or, what's the fucking word? You are more than capable, I guess, allegedly, of putting your opinions out there about the situation. But if you want to be associated with a company that's associated with the White House in this event, they're probably not going to like you saying those things. I'm just saying. So even though I disagree with him not being invited, he was kind of asking for it at the same time.
The call. The UFC higher-ups called me, you know, big names. They said, Sean, I got to apologize, but you're not Israeli enough to go to UFC 250 Israel edition.
Okay, so off the rip, we're talking. Oh my God, right off the rip, he's not pulling any punches, guys. He's just labeling this White House event Israel first. And I don't know if Netanyahu's actually going and all these type of things. I think he's joking with that. But I just think it's funny that you almost like expect like an apology, then you remember it's Sean Strickland.
The White House didn't clear you. And I'm not really surprised, you know. I'm not really surprised. So, you know, I think moving forward, I would like to just apologize to Israel. I'd like to say I'm sorry, you know. like to apologize to Trump, and I just want to prove that I'm Israeli enough for you guys. Like, for instance, whenever the list like disappeared and Trump goes out there and says to everybody that he can't really go into it because people that by association will get prosecuted and like their names will be tarnished. I want to apologize because, I don't want them to be prosecuted. Or, when Trump goes and bombs the fuck out of Iran that no Americans agree with, that costs Americans $5,000 to $15,000 to go fight Israel's war. I want to apologize. Sorry, I've been a critic of that, My allegiance was apparently in the wrong place, and I just want to apologize. Or when Trump goes out there and says, hey, Trump, your approval ratings are the lowest it's ever been across all demographics. And Trump says, well, you know what? I have a 99% approval rate in Israel. I want to apologize.
Now, if you happen to be an idiot, he's being sarcastic. And these are the type of things that he was saying on the timeline before he even got this call. So the closer we've gotten to this White House event, Sean Strickland has just been letting go all his opinions on the situation on the U.S. and the war in Iran and Epstein and all these type of things. He decides to do all these things before the White House event. And I'm not saying he should suppress his opinions or everything, but in the same breath being like, oh, I got fucking clear. I didn't get cleared to go to White House event. I mean, I wonder why, Sean. It's just crazy, bro, the world we live in. But yeah, I just find it funny that he's doing this whole sarcastic angle. Obviously, he is not sorry based off his tone.
I want to repent, Apparently, I'm not American enough to go to Freedom 250, but I still got my ticket. So maybe we'll just go. I'll bring the bell, and we'll just stand outside the gate, and we'll just let them know what we really think about Trump and Israel,
Can we imagine Sean Strickland with his belt standing outside the event causing a protest of the event outside? That would be crazy. I doubt he does all that. I think he's joking, but can you imagine Sean fucking Strickland with a bunch of people protesting the event and the political things with it? Because that's one thing I'll say. Even though you say all these things, oh, I got banned from this event because I voiced opinions about so-and-so, the event isn't like, it's still a UFC event, you know what I mean? It's not a political statement or anything like some people are twisting out to be. So I don't think that would be worth it, potentially ruining the event just to protest something that really doesn't have anything to do with the fights. It really doesn't. The only thing that's correlating to politics is that the thing is in front of the White House. It doesn't mean Trump's going to be giving a speech. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like a political thing. It's just going to be fights near the White House. You know what I mean? So after that video, he also called out Trump on Twitter once again, and then all those type of things. He also called out Justin Gaethje. Him and Justin Gaethje went in a back and forth. Justin Gaethje called Sean's comments about everything dumb, and that's coming from Justin Gaethje, by the way. Just had to throw that out there. Where Sean was basically saying, oh, you're in support of this, and Justin Gaethje was just being like, I'm America first, blah, 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 blah. Oh, God, I'm not going to get into that. And he basically just blindly supports Trump and all these type of things like a lot of people are doing nowadays, and I'm not going to give my opinions on it. It's really fucking hard to, but I'm not going to give my opinions on it, but it's really fucking not hard to. But yeah, they were basically going back and forth, and Sean Strickland said the reason why when Justin Gaethje leaves the room to talk about how people need to spar less, which are pretty fucking true, but I think Justin Gaethje is just a fucking Karen asshole about everything, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's complaining about Sean Strickland's comments. Justin Gaethje is a very underhated fighter, in my opinion. I do not like Justin Gaethje. I think he's the biggest complainy, whiny, ungrateful UFC fighter I may have laid my eyes upon, and he's a dirty cheat that eye pokes people. I'm just saying, but it was kind of good seeing Sean Strickland go to Justin Gaethje because just because he's fighting on the event doesn't mean he supports what's going on, but I enjoy people hating on Justin Gaethje because it doesn't happen enough, to be honest. But there you have it. Those are the reasons why Sean Strickland has been banned from the UFC White House. Based. I mean, I'm joking, right? I'm joking. YouTube, I'm joking. But I do understand it, to be honest. I don't think it's right, but are they really going to want the moment where Sean Strickland goes up to Donald Trump and says, here's the thing, you guys. Where are the Epstein files? No, we're not going to want to have that moment. well, they're not going to want to have that moment. So I guess for the sake of not causing a scene, they don't let Sean Strickland there. I thought it was just military people anyway. So are any UFC fighters allowed at this event? Let me know. But Sean Strickland made this a whole thing, and the UFC and Paramount aren't probably too happy about this because Dana's like, just let me have this relationship with Donald Trump, please stop. This is an uncomfortable conversation I have to have with Trump. I can just imagine Dana saying those type of things. You know, Dana White was really against what Bryce Mitchell said that one time, you know, so we know what the UFC is also tied into here. I'm just saying, reporting, YouTube, I'm reporting, not voicing my opinions once again. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think it's valid that Sean Strickland got banned from the UFC White House card? Do you think Sean Strickland's opinions and everything is valid? Let me know in the comments down below, since I can't say anything. So, thank you guys for listening to me up. Like usual, make sure you guys subscribe. I'll be making an instant reaction to UFC this weekend, even the Misfits event this weekend, potentially. If I'm able to do that, I'll also do that as well. So I should be active at the end of this week, and I've been fairly inactive. It's been bugging me. So next week I'm going to post a lot, even if nothing happens. I'll figure something out. So thank you guys for listening to me up like usual. God bless every single one of you, and peace out.